So the idea for this skit was for me to be lying around the couch while my sister repeatedly asked me to get a job. And every now and again, days later, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Or no, that's fine. Of course, I'm definitely gonna get a job. But I wouldn't. And we keep doing that over and over again until we skip to the point where mom snaps at me and I'd be like, oh shit, I need a part-time job. But I didn't have another camera person, so let's just pretend I did. At a certain point while planning for this channel, I realized I was gonna need money for certain things. Like props, or that candy in the first video, that shit cost me like $6. $6 whole. I swear to God, back when I wrote that line, that was barely even a joke. $6 like a year ago was like, that was a lot of money to me. Like, oh my God, it was bad. At a certain point while I was planning for this channel, I had taken money from my sister's baby jar so I could go to the corner store and get a bag of chips. It's not a time that I'm proud of, but it was my reality. I was turning 24 soon and I couldn't afford a Snickers bar on my own. Like, I'm not joking. I literally did this, and it wasn't one time either. Honestly, making YouTube videos is a lot harder than I thought. So instead of acting out an entire script and doing a whole bunch of shit that I probably don't know how to do that's gonna take months for me to get around to, yeah, don't let the shirt fool you. It took 2 months to edit this. I'm pretty much gonna explain most of this video to you as I'm playing some video games, because I can do that much. So to catch you up on my circumstances, I moved in with my older sister to help her watch my then 6-month-old niece. She would go to work and I would stay home with the baby all day. All day, every day, 7 times a week, 24 hours. And I loved every minute of it. Every minute of it. I mean, not every minute. The parts when the baby was awake kind of sucked, but other than that, no school, no work, no real responsibilities, other than this child's life. I was living the dream, my dream. The fridge restocked itself, the air was always on, and I never cleaned. Yes sir, I was 2 bottles of Hennessy away from being a full-blown statistic. And you wanna know the best part? The best part was that people would look at me like I was some kind of hero. Like I couldn't be touched, I couldn't be scrutinized. I felt like I was Trump. Holy shit. They'd be like, oh my God, you're such a good brother. Oh, you're watching your niece for your sister, and you're giving up your own time and your own life. And what you're doing is a real good thing, man. Bro, what you're doing is a real good thing, man. It's like, nah, it's rare to see young niggas like you step up the way you did, bro. And you're not even a daddy, bro. Like, fathers everywhere can learn something from you, bro. Like, yeah, bro, keep being you, bro. Keep it up, bro. Keep being easy, bro. I'd be like, yeah, it's rough, knowing damn well I didn't have a life to begin with before this, so what am I doing right now? Like, are you serious? I don't leave the house in the first place. Now I don't leave the house, and I don't have to go to work, and I don't have to go to school. Like, I mean, I was happy to play the hero. Yep, life was good, but it was all good things. The months passed, the babies take their first steps, and I could literally see my summer vacation walking to the other end of the couch. Now, I wasn't stupid enough to make excuses for it. As my niece started walking and she was soon to be enrolled at daycare, I knew I was slowly becoming dead weight. During this time, I had started doing what little I could to keep my face clean. Cooking, vacuuming, dishes, sorting laundry, baths before bed, even for the baby. In a very short time, I had actually transformed myself into an A1 nanny, but it was too little too late. Damage had already been done. And as I said, I wasn't stupid enough to keep making excuses at this point. So when my sister had asked me if I had an interview yet, I told her, yes ma'am, cut the shit, and started looking. Also, I couldn't really afford to pay for my PlayStation Plus anymore either, but that's besides the point. Now at this point, y'all might not believe me, but while I definitely enjoyed my little vacation from real life, I didn't actually have a problem working a job. Seriously. The last job I had worked at was a retirement home in Jersey, serving food. And honestly, I was a pretty good waiter there. Like, my boss got me a cake after I put in my 2 weeks. I really didn't have a problem working. The problem was, and this is for all you who don't have to work yet, getting a job is a fucking job. Especially without contacts. And I didn't know that. My aunt was a nurse at the place that I had first worked, and she hooked me up with my first interview at her job. That job lasted about 2 years, from early 2014 to late 2016, after which I moved down after a few months in early 2017, and you guys know the rest from there. The bottom line is that I needed an interview, and that's a lot easier said than done, especially without contacts. That aside, now that my free ride was over and I couldn't pretend I wasn't 24 and unemployed anymore, I not only needed to work, but I also had to plan out my life's next steps in general. So here we go. Assuming I could find a job, my ideal workplace would have had to been one that paid well, of course, with a flexible schedule since I still needed to babysit, and it had to be stressful enough that I wouldn't ever give up on YouTube. So I applied to every restaurant within 5 miles of me, which I thought was a decent move. I was already kind of a waiter. I was confident. So when none of them called me back, I ended up having to apply to every Publix within 3 miles of me. And for everyone up north, a Publix is basically a Whole Foods. So when Publix didn't call me back, I started to worry. I started to get desperate. If I can't land a call back to bag groceries, where else can I go? And that's the end of the video. Yeah, that's it. I was a desperate 24-year-old looking for work wherever I could find it. I was on Snagjob, I was on Glassdoor, pumping out my contact info. The only thing I wouldn't do at this point was clean toilets, but I shouldn't have to explain that. You see, the last time I went into a public restroom didn't end well. Yeah, I'm still explaining it. Have you ever finished in the gas station bathroom and thought to yourself, man, I'd hate to be the nigga who has to clean that up? Well, neither have I. But I've gone in after that guy, and at that point, you should have just clocked in and grabbed the mop. Because that's not even right. Like, how do you go home and sleep? I didn't want to be a janitor, but I was running out of options. I began to understand people who would take a job like that. You know, sometimes it's not about you. Like when it's cold out and you have a kid around that depends on you for warmth and safety. I was an adult now. And as an adult, it's our job to make the choice that's best for the one with no choice at all. My sister was... Hello? Yeah, no. Yeah. No, yeah, this is me. Yeah, put it in. Yeah, so, Tuesday? This Tuesday? It was Snagjob. Snagjob came through! Oh, I almost folded. But we came through. You know what? Some people are just lucky. I'm not usually in that camp, but fuck it, we take those. I had my interview now. No contacts needed. Y'all can watch the rest of the gameplay. I'm out.
Heavy ammo on the way. Heavy ammo available. You're in the lead. One minute. Heavy ammo inbound. 30 seconds left. This is going to be close. Heavy ammo available. Seconds remaining. Your allies have your back. Hard-fought victory, Guardian.
And that's the end of the video. Yeah, that's it.